debating with a difference.
Who here's heard of debating? Hands up.
Taking challenging pupils from 6 inner-city schools and unlocking their potential in a unique competition.
Go away.
Specially trained mentors now have 10 weeks to help these children find their voices.
On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
When you tease out some of their opinions and try and make them more confident, you know that you've helped them bridge that gap between the person they were when they stepped into the classroom and the person they were when they left.
And turn them into confident debate champions.
It just seems like nobody cares what I think.
Well, you're looking at one person that does right here. If they actually discover that somebody else believes in them, this process could definitely change their lives.
Ready for the ultimate test, where all 6 schools compete at the prestigious Oxford Union.
Come on, guys! No! They're children, they don't have to know about this yet.
Then you are absolutely wrong.
If it's an argument and it's worth arguing for, I'm not going to give up.
Only the best schools will reach the finals at Britain's toughest debating chamber, the Houses of Parliament.
The winner of the Artemis Debate Mate Cup is...
Bluecoat Academy, Nottingham. Educating over 2,000 children from across the city, it's a vibrant place where the children's behaviour is as diverse as their backgrounds. Today, they're going to get a new visitor who's about to get the children talking.
I get nervous before I meet every group. Obviously, you're always worried about the behaviour, but for me, I'm more worried about them not liking me. But I gravitate towards the naughty ones because that's what I used to be like.
25-year-old debate mate mentor Danielle has 10 weeks to teach debating to the pupils of Bluecoat.
I hope I don't hit a kid.
She'll be picking and training a team of 5 students to represent Nottingham in a competitive debate at the Oxford Union.
Cricket, athletics, impressive. Just making some room here for when we bring our trophy back, it can go there.
Before Danielle can dream of a champion debate team,
Do you want to be Prime Minister? Yeah?
she must first get the pupils excited about debating.
So that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to teach you how to speak, how to be empowered, how to persuade your teachers that what you're saying is right. Persuade your teacher not to give you that detention. No misbehaving in my class.
Yes.
Promise?
Promise.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, come in. Come on, quickly. Just sit around those tables. My name is Danielle. I am your mentor. And we've got 10 weeks to basically transform you into, like, champion debaters. That's why I'm here. And looking around this room, I think we've probably got some debate champions in here, even though you're rolling your eyes at me already. So we're going to play a game called If I Ruled the World, and I will start. So I will say, hello, everyone. My name is Danielle, and if I ruled the world, I would give everyone in this room unlimited free chicken. OK, you go next.
Hello, I'm Nigel, and if I ruled the world, I would stop war.
I'll help the needy.
I would give every dog a home.
I'd go back in time and not cut my hair.
Next, please.
If I ruled the world, I would go to sleep. The subject of debating is boring to me. Boring. Like, boring, 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 boring.
From the day she joined Bluecoat, 13-year-old Hanny has brought her own brand of anarchy to the classroom.
Nigel! Nigel! Can I go talk to him then? Nigel!
Hanny is a really interesting case.
I need to fix.
She thinks in the first instance the way to get attention is by doing something negative to just get any attention.
I was to ask you something.
Yeah, apparently.
And that is very typical of Hanny.
Edna! I'm sitting down, I went to Nigel. Can I have Tipex?
No, we don't do that, do we? Hanny, Hanny, visitor.
Connor!
And she's easily distracted.
I'm trusting you. Yeah, but you need to give me an answer.
And wants to show off a bit to her friends.
Edna!
Then get a bit of attention and shout out.
I think you need to talk to them too.
In lessons, when other people are being noisy, telling them all to be quiet.
Shut up! 85. No, it's annoying.
And sometimes she doesn't seem to know which behaviour to choose.
Stupid. Why are you screaming for, Dominica?
Hanny lives with her 2 sisters and 2 brothers.
Why is it Coke?
No, eat that first, just spin it.
She's a nice sister, but only at times.
She's very individual, so if she doesn't like you, I would watch out because she can be a bit feisty.
You have to eat your food. Eat your food.
She doesn't care what other people think of her, even teachers. Previously, she was really bad. Like, I think she almost got excluded, and I thought, like, I was really worried for her because I wanted her to do well. And I think if she manages to get to Oxford as a debater, I think it would be so good for her.
I need you guys to make 2 lines in the middle.
Back at the debate session, Danielle is trying to involve Hanny.
Does anyone have a topic in particular that they would like to talk about, that they feel strongly or passionately about? Hanny?
I do.
Come on, Hanny.
I actually don't know.
Thank you very much. Yes, young man?
To ban bullying.
Well, bullying's already banned, isn't it?
Well, people still do it then.
Get taller.
What's he saying?
Get taller.
Can we stop with the short jokes, all right? I did say to you that in this classroom we only have one rule, that's that you don't speak when someone else is talking. The reason we do that is because we respect people. I don't want to hear it, it's horrible. No more.
13-year-old Connor is the shortest boy in his year.
I don't think there's anyone like me. I'm smaller than everyone. I have to look up to everyone. And then I walk differently to everyone else. Because, see, I've got smaller legs than everyone else. When people tease me, they call me Inch, Pinch, Elf, BFG. When they call me that, I just feel a bit sad and upset.
Have you enjoyed that little break?
Danielle has chosen Connor to take part in the class's next exercise.
Ladies and gentlemen, the 4 of these lovely young people are in a hot air balloon, except they're not themselves. You 4...
With the balloon only being strong enough to carry one person, they must debate who has the greater right to stay.
Hi guys, I'm Stephen Gerrard, yeah? And I believe that I should not be kicked out because I play good football.
Once they've made their case,
Martin Luther King stood up for what he thought was right.
they must argue why their companions should be thrown out.
I think that Martin Luther King should be kicked off because he should. I don't know what to say.
Yeah, I know, it's difficult. It is difficult.
Stephen Gerrard, he should be thrown off the balloon because he's too short.
Right, show your friends some respect.
The class votes on who can stay in the balloon.
So, can I have a show of hands if you want to save Stephen Gerrard? Show of hands? Oh.
Connor is voted out.
Wait. Are you okay?
Yeah.
You were really, really good. I think the good thing about you is you've got style. You know, you've got your own personality. Your personality comes through. You're not all stiff and rigid.
At the end of the first lesson, Danielle said that I've great potential and that I've got a good skill set. I felt quite chuffed because I didn't know I was going to be good at it and felt quite happy with myself.
OK, cool. I'll see you next week. Bye. The issue here isn't Connor. It's the other students who are saying the things to him. He's just in the firing line, and I need to figure out a way to make him start believing in himself so he can get up and he can be a leader.
And Danielle uses the class's first debate to address the problem.
So this week, we are going to be debating a one strike and you're out policy for bullying. Hello.
It's the day of the third session. With just 7 weeks until the competition at Oxford University, Danielle plans to step things up with their first formal debate.
OK, we've had long enough. We should know the rules by now. So I'm going to pick 8.
She's picked the most topical of subjects.
We are going to be debating a one strike and you're out policy for bullying. So you'll be excluded.
The debate consists of 2 teams of 4, the proposition and the opposition.
So I need Nigel, Hanny, Daniel and Rebecca on this side. I need Connor, Kian, Prince and Alicia on this side. You guys need to have a brainstorm. Decide who's speaking first.
I believe that people should get excluded when they bully.
Yeah.
What do I say? Call me Inch.
Daniel, have you ever bullied anyone?
Banter.
Oh, stop saying banter. Some people might take banter as bullying.
You know what order you're speaking in? You can also talk about where do we draw the line on bullying? How do we define what bullying is?
Nigel, do you know what you're doing? Nigel knows what he's doing.
Nigel's the best. I mean, Nigel.
I think Nigel's our secret people. And I'm happy we got him on our team.
Okay.
13-year-old Nigel prides himself on his academic record
Miss.
and has proven himself to be one of the brightest pupils in the year.
Nigel.
Me and Chantal.
That is very good.
Nigel's great. He tries so hard and he wants to be successful.
Come on, guys. Yeah, come on, guys. No time for chitter-chatter. Let's go.
He really listens, he's interested, and he's open to other people's points of view as well, although he'll still defend his own.
Miss, is this right? I did that one by myself and that one and all three of them, actually.
Fantastic.
Nigel has a lot to prove. 10 years ago, his mum moved the family from the political unrest in Zimbabwe to start a new and better life in England.
Are you coming, Nigel?
Yeah.
With Nigel being the first generation to have access to a Western education, there's a lot riding on his success.
What would make my mum happy is me studying a lot and not getting in trouble with the police or anything, you know, always being on the right path. I think debate mate's going to help me in life. Danielle is going to decide 5 people that will go to Oxford University to debate.
Oxford?
Yeah.
Wow. We always wished, if my kids grow up, I need them to go to Oxford University, because when you are in Africa, we take them like universities in heaven. They will say, this guy is a genius. If my son represents his school, like going to Oxford University, I will be really happy. Very happy, or more than happy. I will be 100% proud. Do you know that these days it's very hard to get a job?
Yeah.
So you have to work hard, my son, so that you can have better living, better everything. So I encourage you, my son.
I want to be in that final 5 because it's going to make my mum happy. I mean, I love my mum, and she works hard to keep everybody in the family healthy and safe. So if I can pay her back with happiness, then I think I'll be fine for the rest of my life.
I would like to welcome to the floor the first speaker of Team Opposition.
I think that people that do bullying deserve to be kicked out because they choose to do it, and it does hurt people's feelings. It makes people feel unwanted.
During each debater's speech, members of the opposing team can request to make a point of information.
They've been given chances since they were in primary school and accepted. How do you know it's the first time they do it? If it's the first time they do it, then yeah, maybe they should be cut some slack, but still, I think now we should put a firm hand down saying that bullying should have a proper punishment.
Nigel's like a ready-made debater. I feel like Simon Cowell on X Factor when they discover raw talent and they say, this is what the show's all about. That's how I feel with Nigel. I feel like this is what Debate Mate's all about, students like you.
OK, without further ado, I'd now like to move over to Team Opposition.
Hi, I'm Connor. So I think that people should not just get thrown out of school. I think that people should not be thrown out of school because...
Point of information.
Are you going to accept?
No,
accepted?
decline. If one person gets kicked out of school and then loads of other people do it after, one off...
Point of information.
Decline. If one person...
Connor is not respected in the group.
Point of information.
I definitely got the impression that the rest of the group were more laughing at him than with him.
Decline.
It is a concern because there's always the danger that someone's being made to feel small, and I don't want that in the context of a debate. I want everyone to feel empowered.
It's when it happens more than once. Point of information. Decline. And then I think...
Point of information.
Decline. If one person would get taken the mick out of once...
Point of information.
Decline. If... Oh, I forgot what I said.
No. I'd like to thank the speaker for his speech. Would you like to take a seat, Connor? You were given a lot of points of information, and at some points you were letting them overwhelm you. It's a tactical thing. They're doing it to try and throw you off. You need to be confident. This is your space. This is your time to talk. This is your opportunity to take control of this space. So, without further ado, I'd like to welcome our summary speaker for Team Proposition to debate.
Next is Rebecca, a student who has so far shied away from the spotlight.
The first week, I didn't really speak that much. And the second week I didn't. I just wanted to get my work done. I didn't really want to do it. Stand in front of everyone. I'm nervous about it.
If you was getting bullied and you felt unconfident, feeling like you couldn't go another day without crying, and maybe even considering taking your own life for it.
At first I was just going to talk about how it affected other people, but then I talked about how it affected me.
Have you ever experienced that?
Because I know how it feels to get judged and to be hurt.
It's a nasty feeling, and I've actually been through that before. I've been through the depression, the upsettingness of what happens, and it's terrible. I get it that it's banter for you, but a one-way joke, it isn't a joke to us.
What Rebecca said was a very brave thing. Because I didn't know that. I don't think many people knew that she got bullied in her primary school. So it must have been a big thing for her to say that.
If we have the one strike and you're out when I was going through that, I would actually be a happier person than I am.
Rebecca, I thought that probably would have won the debate, like if I was marking, because it's such a powerful way to end.
A core group of debaters are already beginning to stand out.
I can't believe how amazing you all are, so...
However, not all of them appreciate the attention.
I need to see Nigel and Rebecca.
Danielle's newest find makes a sharp exit.
I'm in the mood, I need to go.
What?
Yeah, but
what's wrong?
I need to go home.
I just wanted to talk. I just wanted to say how amazing you were. What's wrong? What's happened?
Nothing. I need to go home.
It was just getting too much. Sometimes when people are trying to push me, I just like push them away.
I want to say how well you're doing and how good you're doing. But if you do need to go, then that's fine.
It's just 6 weeks before they must compete in Oxford. And debate mate mentor Danielle is tracking down her most reluctant debater.
I want to talk to you about what happened yesterday. I'm not going to give up on Rebecca. I've seen something in her that I've never seen in a student before. We'll talk about it at break, yeah? OK. And if I get to the bottom of this tendency to run away, then I'm going to have a champion. When I see you upset, it makes me really unhappy. And I don't know whether I need to keep pushing you, whether I need to give you your space.
I find everything awkward. Like, everything I do is find it awkward. If I walk past someone and I nudge them, I go, oh, awkward. Like, when I was doing the speech and I didn't know what to put, I just felt in my head, awkward. And this is horrible.
But I thought it was so good. And I'm, like, gunning for you to be on this team, to come to Oxford and come to the Houses of Parliament with me. But the decision has to come from you, really, because no one's going to make you do something that you don't want to do.
It's like I don't fit in the group, so I don't really like doing anything in it. Like,
you don't think you fit in?
No, I don't like, I just don't feel comfortable.
Despite her unease around fellow students, Rebecca has the most unlikely of soulmates.
So you got bullied in primary school? Right here.
I'm not telling you.
It's all right.
Rebecca is my friend.
Get your hand off my shoulder.
And she has been through a lot because at primary school she got bullied.
What's that?
After that, I think it gave her a big shock and she's just been shy.
That's the opinions.
What hours is it?
You've called them the same colour.
Shut up.
Opposites attract. I do think they are very, very different, but they just seem to really mutually support each other.
What does tango mean? I have. I don't have.
I don't.
Is that verb?
Yes.
When Hanny's not there, Rebecca is silent and doesn't participate half as much as she does when Hanny sat next to her, and she kind of bounces off her and grows in confidence. And Hanny actually tames her behaviour because of Rebecca's influence on her.
Estarte means this evening.
Rebecca is one of the few people in the school who will dare tell Hanny to shut up and what she should be doing.
Who got 20 in year 7 and got excluded? Exactly. No, you shut up. No, you shut up. You shut up.
Everyone needs a friendship like me and Hanny. She's proper feisty sometimes. So like with Hanny's like clever and like sneakiness, then my discipline, like we're just like calm each other down a bit.
With Rebecca's confidence building, Danielle is close to knowing her team.
Hello, is this everyone?
And decides her next group session will be the last.
Daniel, coat off.
It's cold.
Coat off, bag off, it's not cold.
I will be picking the 5 people who are going to represent the school in the competition at the end of today's session.
Danielle kicks off the final debate before the team is picked.
We all think that boxing shouldn't be banned because it's a way of life and it's a way for people to get fit. And like, there's kids on the streets that don't have anything better to do, and they find boxing as a way to like release the anger without hurting anybody else. And if we didn't have boxing, then we wouldn't be able to talk about the great athletes that have been a big sign in the world to many people like Muhammad Ali. And
with Daniel, I don't think I heard him speak actually for the first 3 or 4 weeks because he wouldn't volunteer to do anything in the class.
And that's why I believe that boxing shouldn't be banned.
I can see he's intelligent, but he just thinks that he's too cool for sport. I need to make him realise just how good he can become.
You want to go to the House of Parliament? You want to be the first black Prime Minister?
No, because I don't like politics. It's irrelevant to me.
When I was first told I was going to be doing debating, I thought it was like a joke. Like, I didn't take it seriously.
As a young black boy, politics is most relevant to you.
I thought it was a bit of a posh thing to do. Like, you don't really see like black boys and Muslims saying that I'm in a debating team.
So you think if I go to David Cameron and tell him like, because I swear down he put up like university fees and stuff like that. Like if I tell him to like put them back to how they used to be, he will listen.
I think that if you wanted to change university fees and you were determined enough, then yeah, I think you could change it. What's stopping you?
Nothing.
Nothing's stopping you. You are stopping you.
It's just 2 weeks until they must debate at the Oxford Union.
OK, shush, shush, shush. Welcome back.
Danielle is convinced she has a team of debaters.
The reason I have asked you 5 to stay behind is because I think that the 5 of you together would make an amazing team to represent the school for the Artemis Debate Mate Cup. And that's why we're going to need the next few weeks to really, really, really work intensively on all of the things that you guys need to improve on. Hanny, what we need to work on with you is just containing your little outbursts. Rebecca, I still think it's just a confidence issue with you. Connor, I need you to believe more in yourself. Sometimes if someone makes a point of information, it can knock you off a bit, and I need you to stand your ground and not let that make you waver. So, in a couple of weeks, I need you guys to go up against 4 of your teachers so that you know they're equal to you. I'm not going to give them any.
That's not fair.
I'm not going to give. Listen, that's exactly why you're doing it. Yes, Connor. Don't waste everyone's time.
I don't know if I want to do it, miss.
Why wouldn't you want to do it?
I get nervous, miss. I don't want to do it.
Well, everyone gets nervous. That's the reason you've got to do it.
You don't have to do it.
You do. You've got to conquer your fears. Guys, this is an amazing opportunity. We're going to go to the University of Oxford and the Houses of Parliament.
Oh my days.
You said if we both get picked, you promise to do it.
I need to put them up against the teachers because their limits are going to be pushed. They need to overcome these issues with confidence. They need to overcome their nerves. They need to be working as part of a team. Because ultimately, if we go to Oxford and these things haven't been addressed, we're not going to win.
I don't really want to be in the team because I just get a bit nervous when I'm in front of people. When I asked Danielle, do you have to be in the team? And then she said, yeah. So I'll just try and get more practice.
In a bid to bolster Connor's confidence, Danielle deputises English teacher Miss Terry,
I want them to be interesting. I want them to make me go, ooh, that's a really good point,
who
OK?
turns her lesson into a debate on the Great Gatsby.
Today, we think that Daisy should not confess because she has a daughter. What's the daughter going to do when she's in school? There's going to be bullies, there's going to be all those people around her saying...
I'd like people to listen to Connor because there's always that, oh, Connor, and, you know, shut up, Connor.
What? Can you shush, please?
And I'd like people to actually take hold of what he's saying and respect him for that.
Gatsby will handle better in jail because he was a soldier when he was younger, so he is fit and more suited to be in the jail lifestyle.
In that speech, I was nervous at the start.
What Long Jay said was a great point.
Normally my nerves take over me, but as I got through and all my friends were laughing, it showed me something.
If Gatsby takes the blame...
On the assembly, I can sort of make it up by making them laugh and making them remember it.
He has got the experience of dealing, sailing and all those things which can stop him from going into jail.
It was good, funny, and like everyone was listening to him.
I thought it was very well, to be honest. He was very confident in the way he spoke.
I think he was a fantastic debater. It was very he had a good sense of humour. It was very funny.
Connor was actually really good at doing it. Like everybody respected him, but started laughing. It was really funny.
There is one pupil who's never struggled to find her voice.
One Direction should be banned. No.
And Danielle's most volatile debater subjects the playground to her new skills.
Do you really like One Direction because of Harry?
No,
You like One
I like
Direction?
them all. Why are they the first band that has beat the Beatles in America?
Because they're stupid.
Obviously, now that I've got into it and I know what it means, I like debating.
Thanks, Hanny. Hanny, state points why you don't like One Direction.
I don't like One Direction because they're stupid.
That is not a good point. What?
I like to express myself, and in debating I can express myself because I'm not scared to share my ideas.
There's so many bands in the world. Why One Direction?
No one could be One Direction. Why are they the #1 band, Hanny? That's the fact. They have top charts. They have got so much money.
Well, you little children like One Direction bad, One Direction.
Yeah, that's good.
One Direction stupid, full stop.
Danielle likes me because she wants fighters to the team, and I think I'm a fighter.
Think One Direction is stupid?
No.
No. One Direction is stupid. No. Do you think One Direction are good? Do you think One Direction? I'll ask every single person, and they're all going to say, no, One Direction are good. No, they're not. Yes, they are.
If it's an argument, I'm not going to give up. I don't give up. Never give up.
Who thinks One Direction is good? You go on your side. See how many people I have. See how many people I have. And who likes One Direction? Who hates One Direction on this side? See how many people I have.
Knowing when to stop has never been Hanny's strong point. And she takes her newfound license to argue into the classroom.
It doesn't mean you now misbehave. You're letting yourself down. I expect better, and I know you're capable of better. Please stop.
With her teacher's warnings having little impact.
Miss said it, oh my days, look who's here.
Year head, Mr. Khan pulls her out of class.
Just this week, the last 3 days have not been good. You've got into arguments with 3 different members of staff, haven't you? The thing with you, Hanny, is you don't like being told when you're wrong. So everything that happens, you always say, it wasn't me, it wasn't me. And I've told you that sometimes you need to start taking responsibility for your actions and admitting where you've gone wrong. From this point on going forward now, if I have any complaints from any members of staff, you're not going to be going to Oxford. Stop giving me dirty looks now.
I didn't get you.
You do.
Hanny is at risk of being banned from debating. So Danielle calls an emergency meeting.
I have just been told that there is a chance that Hanny will not be allowed to represent the school because Hanny doesn't seem able to sort out her behaviour. Hanny, I'm talking about this with you in front of the whole group because it's going to affect the whole group, OK? It's embarrassing. The school cannot allow you to go to the University of Oxford if you're being disrespectful to your teachers. They just can't do it. And I can't believe you're potentially throwing away everything that everyone's done. I think it's really, really selfish of you. Anyway, I've said my point. I'm hoping and praying that you just book your ideas up.
You need to fix up. Because...
Yeah, I'm not even getting in that much trouble.
Yes, you are.
I'm not even that naughty, it's just that one teacher.
Hanny, you're rude to people. You said that you wouldn't do it without me. Why have I got to do it if you ain't doing it?
I'm going to try to work harder. For you, Rebecca.
You should do it for yourself as well, honey.
Following the threat of being dropped from the team, Hanny makes a concerted effort to behave in class.
Ooh, I get it. You've got in about 10-15 seconds. Yeah, miss. Kelly, and you be nice. Come on. No. Don't spoil it now. Like, losing focus. Your focus then was excellent. Keep going.
And the day before the debate against the teachers...
I personally think she's taken it on board.
OK.
So I'm happy for her to take part, if it continues.
OK, well, that's really good, really good to hear. Thank you so much.
Is that all right?
Yeah, that's
no worries,
really
thank
great.
you.
Thank you.
Hanny's place is confirmed. Danielle's team is finally ready for action. The big day has arrived. The team's first ever competitive debate.
This is Hanny, best one at the team. This is Connor, the funny tiny one. This is Nigel, the clever one. Rebecca
is better than Hanny.
No. Daniel, the mighty one. That's our team.
The students will soon debate the topic of detentions against 4 of their teachers in front of the school.
I'm feeling nervous because teachers are going to come out with good stuff.
I don't feel nervous at all. I know about detention because I've had experience.
It'll be a piece of cake, absolutely, and I hope the kids, are prepared to be decimated.
Facing a team of just 4 teachers,
Hello?
1 student must sit out the debate.
Now, Nigel is our secret weapon. Nigel is the destroyer. But you guys rely on Nigel too much.
No, you can't do that.
No, you guys rely on Nigel too much. So for today, Nigel,
But
because
we've got
Nigel
to practice with Nigel.
No, because Nigel doesn't need any more practice. Nigel's perfect, okay? Nigel, I need you to lead them in this brainstorming session. I need them to import all of your knowledge
I've got ideas.
into that. Good, this is why Nigel doesn't need the practice, because Nigel has the idea.
Can we go now on this date?
Stop it. I don't want this attitude. I want a happy, positive
I haven't got
attitude.
attitude.
You are.
I just want to get it over and done with.
I want to get it over and done with. I'm nervous. I've got to introduce the whole debate, honey. I'll see you in there.
This is more complicated than I thought, man.
Why is my pen's running out at this time as well?
You need to fictionally come up with something because we're debating in 10 minutes, so let's actually hurry up.
The reason I want them to do this debate against their teachers is because I want to boost their confidence, but I mean, it could all go wrong. There's a lot of people there, so the pressure's really going to be on. Either they're going to smash the opposition, they're going to walk into Oxford with their head held high, or it's going to blow up in their face, they're going to be embarrassed in front of the whole year group, and I'm going to have egg on my face.
Both teams are assembled. It's left to Hanny to kick off the debate.
I think that detention should be banned because some people don't know why they're in detention and people are getting class detentions. It's not fair to put...
Point of information.
Accept.
Doesn't it give you an opportunity to speak to your teacher and find out why you're there in the first place?
You can talk to your teacher and ask them what's wrong, but what I am trying to say is the consequences of being naughty doesn't only have to be detention.
If homework is what is being addressed in detention, I actually think then it is a valuable learning tool. Accepted.
Homework is meant for you to do at home. That's why it's got the word home in it.
I take the point, but I have several students who come to me for homework club because they precisely do not have the facilities at home to do that homework.
Point of information.
Accepted.
Surely if we ban detentions, the students won't rely on the teachers and they'll learn independence.
If I asked each person that has been in detention, you would all say that I haven't learned anything. The only thing that I have learned is how to waste my own time.
I have had several really positive experiences come from sitting in detentions with students because we are both in a calmer frame of mind. We are not in the heat of...
At the halfway point, the teachers and students are neck and neck. It's time for Connor to take to the podium.
Hello, everyone. Sometimes teachers give you detentions for no reason. They just give you it because they feel like it. They're in a bad mood one day and they get snappy at you. And they say to help you in class. Pfft, no, it doesn't. So if you choose a different consequence, like litter picking.
With Connor in danger of charming the crowd, the teachers play nasty.
Stuff like that. It would be so much more beneficial for the school because...
Point of information.
Fine. I also think that. It's dark at night now. So when you leave...
Point of information.
Fine. So when you leave...
Point of information.
It's going to be a lot darker than what it normally is. So,
Point of information.
Fine. There is people out there you do not want to approach in the dark. Because
Point of information.
They could attack you, they could mug you. So this is why we should change the consequence.
As Miss Terry takes the stand, Connor seizes the opportunity to retaliate.
Detention providing important dialogue declined between teachers and students. 90% of detentions are given because students have misbehaved because they cannot access, declined, the work that they have done in class.
More information.
Declined. Detentions are an opportunity and not a punishment.
Miss Terry is unfazed by Connor's assault, so it's left to the least confident team member to make the final speech.
Rebecca, she's just flourished from week one to where we are now, and the fact that she got up there, I think is a defining moment.
The impact on teachers has gone up because detentions haven't been a good impact on people. Oh no. Because I know that most teachers in this school have teenagers that obviously don't want to express their feelings as much because they're a bit unsure of how they are because they're growing up. Therefore, you never know, your children at home could be waiting for you and you're there at school in detentions and just being in a mood. So when you do come home, you're not going to be wanting time to spend with your own children. That's it.
So, if you think your teachers won that debate, can I have a round of applause, please? If you think that the students on Team Proposition 1 can have a round of applause. Clear, we do have the winners, and today on the motion, this house of banned detentions, the winners are Team Proposition.
Teachers had no idea what they were saying, and I think we were the best.
10 weeks ago, they used to call me all these names. Now, they think that I'm the best.
When I first came here, I didn't even want to put my hand up. So I'm glad I did do it because I proved to everyone I have confidence.
Being the teachers have really built my confidence for Oxford, so together I think like we can actually win this.
They knocked it out of the park. They were amazing, and I could really see a change in them, you know, and it was the first time I've seen that, and I'm so relieved that we got that just before we go to Oxford.
When I told Miss Brown homework has the word home in it, she looked very angry. I think she's going to kill me tomorrow.
Next time, Manchester's Stretford High School.
It was hard. When I just stopped, my brain goes blank.
Confidence is the most important thing.
Was anyone told you no?
Where are you going, Ellie? Ellie? You just walked off, which is kind of shocking.
After 121 performances, the curtain is about to fall on McKinley High. The 6th and final season of Glee starts next on Sky 1 HD.